and welcome to the AMMNA Championship for 2023 here at Bendat Stadium in Perth. My name is Dan Cook, and joining me in commentary today is Mandy Love. Welcome, Mandy.
Good morning.
It's grand final day here, and we can't wait to bring you all the action in the men's reserve division between Victoria and the ACT. What a week it's been for both teams. Victoria through undefeated into the grand final. ACT, the surprise packet of this year, finishing in second, coming through the prelim final last night and through into the grand final. In case you missed it and you can't hear the crowd for the ACT, they are ready and raring to go. And I'll pass over to Mandy to go through the starting lineups for both teams.
Yeah, so starting with the ACT, we've got Isaiah Samo in goal shooter, Andrew Cross in goal attack, Josh Rochow in wing attack, Jordan in centre, Thomas Hopkins in wing defence, and Nathan Mazengab in goal defence. And in GK, Tom Burrow, their reserves today, Bird, Gugala, McLean, Parlow and Pine. They're coached by Kim Simmons, Dana Wadsworth and Laura Sheehan. For the Victorians today, they're starting seven, starting in goalkeeper, Daniel King, Simon Cartwright in GD, Jake Dombrowskis in wing defence, Adam Franz in centre, Steve McCallum in wing attack, Josh Smith, goal attack, Liam Kiley in at goal shoot. Their reserves today, Burgess, Dower, Imamaka, Gilliberto and Nichols. They are coached by Alexa McConnell and Gerard Murphy as the assistant.
And look, Victoria really strong throughout the championship, Mandy. ACT maybe the surprise packet there, and Samo puts the first goal on the scoreboard for the ACT. And look, what are you expecting out of today's match, Mandy?
Oh, look, Victoria have really had a stranglehold on this men's reserves division for a number of years. And it's really nice to see that they've maintained sort of that top placing throughout the year. So I'm expecting big things from their front line. They're well versed, they're very experienced. But like you mentioned, ACT, complete surprise packet. They know how to play around with tempo, so it'll be interesting to see how they bring on their reserves today.
Yeah, correct. Saw a little bit of a nervous start from Josh Smith, missing under the post there. Now ACT in possession. Ball comes down through the court. It is Hopkins in possession, finding Mazengab. Just a nice little outlet pass there. ACT playing with the tempo at the moment. Josh Smith hands to ball. Watch out now, finding Penalty called here on Adam Franz. Great patience from the ACT team. They'll want a great start after losing the semi-final by a chunky margin yesterday.
And Isaiah Samo just working himself closer to the post. He's definitely one of their sort of key playmakers. They got off to a flying start in their playoff do-or-die match last night against the South Australians. He was a key reason, so I expect big things from him today.
Yeah.
He may be short in stature, but he is definitely the playmaker in that shooting circle.
Yeah, Cross then able to score the goal. Great start for ACT here. Simon Cartwright, though, through outside arm. Fantastic netball now shown by Simon Cartwright. He's been in this reserves team for a long time. Fringe opens player for Victoria. And Hopkins takes the ball out of the air. I really enjoyed this starting lineup for the ACT. I thought they did a great job yesterday. Oh, Adam Franz saw that one coming and finds Josh Smith now running in all alone under the post.
And just a nice line of entry too along the circle, hitting that 45-degree mark.
Now Victoria once again with the centre. We're 3 minutes gone today. It is grand final day once again. Or Simon Cartwright, a little awkward, but finds Josh Smith, who finds Liam Kiley quite easily there, just in the front space. Really nice positioning from Liam Kiley.
He just times his hold very nicely. He doesn't try to set up too early.
Yeah, would not be surprised if he's a future open men's player for Victoria. This is his first nationals in the Victorian group. So fantastic talent. What a find he is for Victoria.
And Cross, he's been a great asset to this ACT lineup over the course of the championships. Many people that I've come across have said you need to look at Cross from the ACT. You've got to watch this guy play. Yeah,
I love his elevation as well in the air. It is something, though, I'd be looking to make sure that he's playing on Simon Cartwright, maybe not on Dan King when that ball's going up into the circle for the ACT. Kiley now finishing off the goal. Back to 3-all. ACT centre. Rochow now, uncontested on the line. Samo. Great ball up, like we just spoke about, that contesting with Cartwright in the air. Smart play from the ACT.
Cross confident to go to post. He'll get a second attempt.
Yeah, great work from Andrew Cross. Really is controlling the front end at the moment. McCallum, Josh Smith down. And that ball straight up over Burrow to find Kylie.
Yeah, both ACT defenders had a good look at it, but didn't really attack it, so chose not to.
And Dambrowskis with a touch, not able to get the ball. And I think Victoria play with a lot of depth, Mandy, and I'd like to see maybe the goalkeeper come out and have a crack at that ball coming down the court, because they do get down quite far.
Quickly, yep.
Opportunity possibly for Burrow to hedge.
Yeah, they go deep quite quickly.
Samo
sweeping.
And
look away.
Looks and finds Andrew Cross. And King, obstruction there on the shot. And slots that one away for ACT. Great start from them. They'll be super excited to get that one under the belt. A 20-9 deficit yesterday in the semi-final. So a good start here from ACT.
That, look at them double backing again on Kylie. They know the threat that he possesses.
Yeah, look, not a bad option. Josh Smith can get a little nervy on the shot at times. Grand final day, if you can put the scoreboard pressure on, it might be an option for them. Hopkins now, Adam Franz, though, just underneath Rochow.
I like that Rochow still maintained his line on court as well.
And time called. It looks like we're going to change the ball. Got some blood, okay. Rochow now coming to the bench. A change required now for the ACT.
So early change.
Yeah, not sure this was planned for the ACT team. So we'll see.
And I think the beautiful thing about, having the substitution box in the AMMNA Championships this week has been that he can get fixed up and he can get brought onto court just as quickly. And missed attempt there, but Samo getting through for the rebounds, drops it off to circle edge. That's Pine on wing attack.
Yeah, Damien Pine enters the court now for ACT. Look, I'm be happy with the start for ACT today. Really taking it up to Victoria in this first 15. Ball moving through the court nicely, really quite composed. No sign of nerves from the ACT. Cartwright now finds a Franz, Josh Smith, easy, and Mazengard has a crack there.
This defensive duo down here were really great last night in terms of cutting off that space marking. And it's that little short shooter to shooter.
Yeah, Josh Smith just sinks in front there to put that one on the board for Victoria. Hopkins looks for Mazengard through the middle of the court for ACT. Samo getting the penalty now on Dan King. It's a 2-on-1 inside the circle. Put the ball in. Great work from the ACT. And Samo sinks it.
Yeah, very relaxed in his shot technique.
Yeah, like the work going on at the moment. But we can see a substitution for Victoria coming on. Dan King will look to go to the bench. Andrew Burgess.
It's going to have to be a really quick one too, because it's the ACT centre pass. They haven't recognised it.
That's right. Well, welcome to the game, Andrew Burgess as well. Come up through the under-23 system and now in the reserves team.
And it's a great team to be in terms of developing the craft for those who age out of 23s, if they're not going to go directly into the open men's environment.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have him as a player in my 23s. So welcome to the game, Andrew Burgess. Samo, great drive outside the circle. And Cross
on the
loses.
Split, yeah.
Yeah, on the dodge. Great work here from the ACT. And Adam Franz doesn't pick the ball up. Umpire blows the whistle. Has to reset the centre pass.
Oh, and clear goal line drive from the Victorians. Just couldn't take it to hand.
Yeah, not able to keep possession effectively at the moment.
Big moment for the ACT team now.
And ACT, nice and simple. Kylie called for the obstruction. And Dan King returns to the court at goal defence. Simon Cartwright to the bench.
Oh, nice pick up by Smith. And that was a nicely built defensive pressure wall by the Victorians there.
An easy option there into Kylie. Can also see Simon Cartwright back in the substitution box. We're looking and checking the ball again.
And another ball replaced there. I actually think it might be the goal attack for Victoria. He's very coy over here on this side of the court.
Yeah, Josh Smith running around, just grabbing. Oh, Dan Browskis up for the ball, offside the call.
And here's the substitution call.
Yeah, Alex Nichols now enters the game for Victoria. And Samo, smart play. Rolls the ball to the post, sinks another one there. Dambrauskas leaves as well. Simon Cartwright onto wing defence.
So both sides going early to their bench. Rotation of the legs, perhaps?
Yeah, not sure on the changes for Victoria. Alexi McConnell obviously not happy with something that was going on the court. Maybe getting a more moving goalkeeper on against Samo, putting the match up with King and Cross together. I like the idea of that one. Kylie now finds the ball. Looks for the umpire for a call.
Yeah, well short too from the ACT.
And a goal scored here for Victoria. It's 9-0. 10 minutes into the first quarter. Grand final day. ACT keeping up with Victoria, who have gone through without much of a challenge this week. So well done to the ACT for the start. Hopkins now in possession. ACT just composed. And not much of an option. No one really coming forward. Franz takes that one out of the air, but ball slips out. ACT back in possession. Hopkins finds Cross. Cross does the work and sucks it over. No.
Oh, couldn't keep it in. Two players going on. He was trying to signal that the pocket was free. They've got to work defensively together, the ACT. And a contact call on Cross as they play quickly. Common feature of the Victorians game is that sort of wide outlet pass through middle third.
Yeah, it is. And Alex Nichol just 1-2s with McCallum and has a shot on goal. Sinks it. Does Alex Nichols. Great work here.
Important break in the game.
Yeah, it was an important break there. And Franz with the ball finds Nichols. And once again, that deep pocket drive for Victoria. Uncontested through the court at the moment. Not an easy option.
Hopkins doing a lot of work trying to, double team against this man here with the ball in hand.
Yeah, that's right. And double teaming from the ACT, so allowing goal attack to take the shots at the moment.
And AMMNA enters the fray in wing attack for the Victorians.
Yeah, Torin AMMNA now on to the court for Steve McCallum. And that is all but two of the Victorian players on to the court now already in this match. Rochow now out to Samo and puts it up. Burgess contests it. However,
Samo gets the receipt.
Oh, I'd like to see him turn and put that one up. I reckon he can shoot that one from some range.
He can shoot from long range. He can get that. He needs to just turn to post and just deliver.
Yeah, great work there from Samo. Now, one goal lead to Victoria. Finds AMMNA. Quick release from AMMNA and just straight in the back. Kylie turns. Flicks the ball through the ring. 2 goals the margin now for Victoria. Just 3 minutes remaining. Simon Cartwright with the contest on Rochow. And physicality from Cartwright here. Really causing problems for ACT now. This move to wing defence. A good one for Alexia McConnell. And King finds Nichols and he puts it straight up.
He just has a great understanding of his spacing, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
In the shooting circle.
Kylie misses that one, but gets to the ball, flicks it in. Mazengard with the rebound.
Oh, and just Hopkins just couldn't control that as he was coming through.
Nichols 1-2 with Franz and puts it straight over to Kylie. And now Nichols looking to take the shot. And that one goes through the ring. 3 goals the margin, just 2 minutes to go. Victoria now with the centre.
So really important last few minutes here for the Victorians as they really, capitalise on some unforced errors from the ACT.
Yeah, AMMNA, lots of space found there on the top of the circle.
Oh, he's got speed to burn, AMMNA.
Yeah, fan of Torin in this team. Now Rochow with the ball for ACT.
Box-like formation as well, cutting through.
Yeah. Making it hard for the ACT to get through, but Samo does the work and wants to have the shot. Here we go. Sinks it. ACT now puts their 11th through the ring.
And they just need to stay within reach.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a grand final. And, good contest from Burrow, though, on Liam Kylie. Kylie had to work hard to retain possession of that one, and Cartwright just takes body on the way through. Hopkins now in possession. Finds Rochow, who sees Samo out the back. Andrew Burgess eyes for ball straight into Samo.
just braced the core and just took on that physical contest.
Great take from Samo, though. Can't put that one through the ring. Does rim out. Victoria now in possession. Will look to score this one and put another couple on the board before the end of the quarter. Liam Kiley, easy to find.
And, a lot of the defenders were drawn to the drive of AMMNA, even though he wasn't used with the ball. Screen set. That
work rate can be really beneficial to the team, drawing defenders out of a space. Nichols now cuts across, ball straight up into Kiley, and all of a sudden, margin out to 6 for Victoria. Last centre pass of the quarter, most likely. We have Rochow back to Mazengab. And Burgess now with the touch. ACT will need to be quick now, working and setting themselves up. The ball is up to Cross. He finds it in his hand. Can't sink it. And quickly, no, it's not. And an offside call, but that brings us to the end of the first quarter, and that takes us to the break. It is Victoria leading 17 goals to 11.
Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Championships 2023, proudly supported by Bladen WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spudshed, West Coast Fever and Netball WA. The Victorian State teams are also proudly supported by DMAC Apparel, Metro Plumber, Inspire Netball Group and VMMNA Junior M League.
And welcome back to the AMMNA Championships for 2023 here at Bendat Stadium in Perth. My name is Dan Cook. Joining me in commentary today is Mandy Love, and we are witnessing the first quarter of the Open Men's Reserve Division. It's Victoria versus ACT. Victoria leading 17-11. Mandy, take us through what we saw in the first quarter.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good contest in probably the first 10 minutes of play, where they were going goal for goal, and then I think just the costly errors in the last couple of minutes, really helped Victoria shoot out to this 6-goal lead.
Yeah, agree. A couple of tinkers with the lineup, and Victoria were able to just extend the lead out. A few turnovers caused to the ACT, and Victoria now getting us underway, making some changes to their lineup as well as to how we ended it. Josh Smith returns back to the court, and we also see Jake Zambrowskis back on. Great tip from the defensive pairing for the ACT. Now that ball dropping just a little short for Kiley.
Yeah, and no changes from ACT, so their coaching staff backing the starting 7 in.
Yeah, look, they really did perform. Just a couple of errors at the end extended the lead out, so I'd be looking to get them on the court.
Great little deflection there.
Yeah, just not able to lose Dambrowskis then was Rochow, and that's probably the issue that he's going to come into with Dambrauskas.
All on the outside of each other.
Yeah, not a lot happening for Rochow at the moment, but he is able to find something, and it is cross on King. The matchup they probably don't want to have happen.
And just smart with the control. Would love him to turn to post. Has to do a jump pass and just offside call.
Yeah, offside there on Dambrauskas. Now the ball sitting with Samo and puts the ball up to Cross. That was a better hold. Really had some space for him to go into. Gets the penalty on King. Slots it.
That's the start they needed. Now they need to capitalise on their centre pass to bring this margin back.
Ball now with Watch out on the drive along the centre. Back to Hopkins. Liked this change as opposed to the one that they ran last night with in centre and Hopkins in at wing defence. I thought that was a good change they put on last night. I'm glad they've started this way today.
Yeah, you reward the players who performed on court for you as well.
And Samo doing the work here, playing around with it outside. Can see that they're just working the ball to Cross.
And again,
that ball just probably needs to go out into space a little more for the ACT.
And look at the battle up here at the front, but, the pass is going beyond, and fortunate to get the call there.
Yeah, look, I think, though, King probably just slightly on the body, allowing Cross to get up with two hands, and he got to the ball first.
And Samo smart, waited for the contact through the midsection of the body.
Now, possession with Victoria. Backwards to Dambrauskas, nothing coming forward at the moment. Josh Smith straight up the sideline. I'm a marker.
That's the one that
front cut.
The defenders need to go and attack. The one that I'm a marker when he goes to circle edge. When they're double backing on Kylie, they've got to go for it.
Smith, though, not confident on the shot. Just flicks it off to Kylie. I'd like to see him go to the post on that one. Now with the ACT. Cross has the ball, looks backwards and sends it over. Tries to find Samo. Andrew Burgess swats the ball. It's out over the sideline, time held by the umpire.
This would be a throw into the ACT. And Cross just hitting front space.
An obstruction call here on King. Puts that one up over Burgess. Great ball delivery from Samo to find Cross. Cross rolls it over.
Margin back down to 4. Can they get a stop here, the ACTs?
Here we go. I'm a marker flying through the court.
Too easy from Smith.
And Smith just comes in as the 2-on-1 was sitting back on Kylie. He gets the ball close to post. Now finds Rochow. Rochow out on the centre pass at the moment easily as well. Now in possession. Fakes I'm a marker. And a contact on Franz relieves the pressure for the ACT.
How do they set up? Both shooters static at the moment in the circle, so really having to heavily rely on Rochow.
Yeah, one person coming or making the drive, and it's Rochow sends it up. King gets
can
the
he
touch.
control it?
And great work.
A nice backup from Mazengab on the transverse line too. Oh, another look away. The creator.
That's a good ball and smart play from Samo. ACT now keeps it at 4 goals the margin. And Burrow did see it this time though, so he's looking.
He must be hearing us right now from up the top here.
Oh, yep. They've been feeding him some lines, but it's a great time to attack the ball. I'd like to see him continue to keep going out for it now with Mazengab.
Yeah, because it just creates that seed of doubt. You may not get it, but it will prevent the mid-quarters from really trying to attack that line.
Rochow now, penalty on Franz. Cross back to the ball and a touch from Dambrauskas. Falls away of Victoria.
He's had a great start to this second quarter, been involved in a lot of tips and deflections.
And King drives the ball through. Franz out, finds Smith alone, and now this is the issue for the ACT. Josh Smith willing to take multiple shots, can't see it in the 2-on-1 and have to rely on a ball dropping short, really.
And Kylie really smart, saying, yep, I'll take the double defence. Smith, you go ahead and take that space up.
Yeah. I'm a marker now, straight down the line, finds circle edge, but drops it short, and a contact on Kylie. That's exactly what they'll be wanting to do. So maybe not the 2-on-1 is required to get turnover ball.
I think the important thing is that they've just got to contest any ball that's in the air as Hopkins, drops it off a long ball to Cross.
Oh, Cross takes it well out of the air over Dambrauskas. And Dambrauskas with the fly.
And for me, it's these lifted passes getting towards circle edge that's really troubling the ACT because the Vic defenders are screaming through and having a red-hot crack at them.
Yeah, Samo, though, misses the shot on goal. No one there for the rebound. Smith now driving through. Just no one stopping AMMNA to circle edge.
AMMNA has been fantastic since coming on late in this game. Like, he's just brought some real energy to the Victorian front line.
Yeah, agree. And Rochow now finds Cross down in the court. Better play here from ACT. Quick getting the ball through. Cross, though, just a little flat on the post. Puts it up, though.
Nice little balk there from Samo.
Yeah, Cross finds good body position on Dan King. Now, Smith finding AMMNA again in that pocket, and a straight drive from Smith pretty much under the post. ACT need to get on top of that one.
Yeah, and the coaching staff are sort of pointing at him, directing, going, yes, second phase, you've got to go for him. Don't let an easy entry into the shooting circle.
Ball with back to Hopkins.
And they play it short.
Send it across to Mazengarb. Samo takes the risk. Hits the post, and Rochow smart. That ball comes off the post. He sends it back in, and Samo holding onto the ball for a little long, but that ball is up. Yes, great vision from
And they try the lift.
Yeah, not really getting up there.
Yeah, and Izzy saying thank you to Rochow for saving his backside in that play.
Cartwright now returns to the court at goalkeeper, and AMMNA sends the ball over the goal line.
Probably the first error he's made since entering the court today.
Yeah, a little bit of a rush of blood there for AMMNA. And now ACT with the ball, margin at 6, 23-17. This is an opportunity to get it back under the 5-goal margin.
And, the zone pressure being applied.
Yep, patience required from the ACT. People need to come forward or take some body so that there's some availability. Cross now, back to Mazengarb. Lots of work here done by Cross, but he will need to get into the circle.
And they're just stuck temporarily. They've got to keep moving. Cross is alone in the post, and Cartwright out of play. So 2-on-1 here in the circle.
Yeah, that's the danger with Cartwright. That ball goes across the court, and his closing speed will cut it off. And beautiful delivery from Samo.
Look, I was drawn to the circle edge. I didn't know where he was passing to, but gets the rebound.
Cross misses. Samo with the rebound. Can't sink it, though, Samo.
And again, this quick transition through court from the Victorians.
And Kylie just a nice hold, makes it easy, but can't sink it. And can see Lockie Paolo on the ACT bench now with the goal attack bib, just speaking to the coaching staff.
Probably just receiving some last-minute messaging before entering the court.
Well kept in by the ACT team. Hopkins now in possession, finds across to Hopkins once again. Rochow pops out, contact here by Dambrauskas. And a change for Victoria. McCallum returns to the court for AMMNA.
Really solid couple of minutes for AMMNA. Just a loose pass.
Rochow just throwing it a little long and away from a contested ball for Cross. King now in possession for Victoria, bounced down and a little slow for Franz. And Franz sends it long, and now Victoria get the flow, finding Kylie straight under the post in the one-on-one. 25-17 now to Victoria. It is grand final day here at Bendat Stadium in Perth. We are in the men's reserve division, Victoria ACT.
And for those viewers watching at home, there were 9 teams competing in this division. It's the most teams in any division at the championship. So all the teams running 8-round games plus finals. So it's a really tough division to be in. You only get to play each team once, and the top 4 going through, these 2 teams doing the work to earn themselves a ride in this grand final match today.
Yeah, ACT doing a good job of keeping possession and drawing the penalties. And Lockie Paolo is now in the substitution box with the goal shooter bib. So look for a replacement for Samo. And Hopkins not finding anything here, and Franz takes the ball out of the air. McCallum delivers straight away. Footwork, I thought, on Kylie then. However, not called
look at him.
by the umpire.
So excited with the Leighton Hewitt. Come on. Love that when people get fired up on court.
Now in possession. Finds Rochow.
So one of the elder statesmen in the team in Samo coming off and bringing on the youngster in Paolo.
Or Franz. Great.
And look at the Victorians who just swipe on that ball. They just jump on any loose ball.
Yeah, fantastic work from... Rochow gets up. Dambrowskis, though, pulls that one in, saves it for Victoria, but flicked, touched by now a throw-in to Victoria. McCallum, ball in hand. Nichols now onto the court for Smith, and a great little drive along the goal line to find Kylie under the post.
So the biggest margin at the moment so far in this game. So the ACT really needs to show something defensively here.
Yeah, now out to 10. Nichols just through to post. But Burrow gets hand in to the rebound. Knocks it out, though. Victoria throw in.
Look at Kylie with his hand up. He wants the ball.
Nichols just rolls at the front. Franz finds him easy. Mazengub now. No, Burrow out for an obstruction call. And Nichols slots the goal. Margin out to 11. Just 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half. It is the men's reserve grand final. Hopkins takes the ball. Mazengub on and off the body. Great work from but not a lot coming forward. And Mazengub sends it down to Cross.
And this tight one-on-one defense from the Victorians is impressive to watch.
Yeah, Paolo, though, gets the ball in the circle, has the shot, drops it short. Cartwright, though, grabs the ball and the rebound. And Victoria fly it through. McCallum finds Nichols, and that ball gets sent straight in. Great work from Burrow to get the tip. Kylie chases up, scores the goal. Franz now in possession for Victoria. McCallum, quick look into the circle. Kylie.
Oh, the jump layup shot.
Nice and quick there. Smart play from the Victorians. Now a 13-goal lead.
It's been a pretty commanding quarter in this second quarter of the grand final. These two teams have been the top form teams in the competition.
Unfortunately, sends that one over the sideline. Dambrowskis to take the throw-in. Franz finds Nichols. Great drive up through the middle of the court, opening up some fantastic space now in the circle. 2-on-1 from the ACT. Nichols not able to sink it, but the big man himself, Liam Kylie, easy with the rebound. And it is back with King. Cross, though, gets the tip and the intercept. Cross now finding
And Dombrowskis just called out of play.
Yeah, Jordan Er's been quite solid for the ACT today. Doing a lot of the work through the court.
Oh, he would have been on. They actually had a bit of a screen set. I don't think the feeders saw it.
And the body from King and Cross really causing issues at the moment. And Cartwright comes around. What a take. Cartwright finds King. Dambrowskis watching Victoria fly. Nichols up through the middle. Quick ball on to McCallum, and Nichols straight in to the circle. The flick to Liam Kylie, who puts it away for Victoria. One more centre pass available. ACT, what will you do? Rochow finds a Cross. It's got to get in quickly. Just 6 seconds left. No urgency. Finds King.
Oh, Mazengub still fighting, though, for his side.
And that brings us to the end of the first half. Well, an entertaining game here for you at home. It does see Victoria leading, though, 32 goals to 17.
Having a pretty good season this year, Andy.
By the look of this lot, you are too.
Well, we've got a good team out in the field. You want to go meet them?
Sure. So what do you grow here?
We've got broccolis, collies over there, carrots, you name it. We harvest it today, catch. And it's in the stores tomorrow.
So you guys are the midfielders of the fruit and veg.
At Spot Shed, we grow it.
We sell it, you save.
Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au. Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
And get the complete look that's right for you, your business, school or club. Reach out to the team at DMAC for all your uniform and merchandise needs at www.dmacapparel.com.
Welcome back to the AMMNA Championships for 2023 here at Bendat Stadium in Perth. My name is Dan Cook. Joining me in commentary is Mandy Love. We are here looking at the men's reserve grand final between Victoria and the ACT. Mandy, it's been a great game so far. Victoria up 32-17. Take us through the first half.
Yeah, I thought that, it was a really beautiful first quarter by both sides, and, it was only a 6-goal margin at the quarter-time break. The Victorians really putting their foot down in the second quarter, capitalising on the unforced errors from the ACT and, pushing this scoreline out to a 15-point margin. So great quarter from the Victorians, and I expect them to not relinquish this lead at all as we enter the second half.
Yeah, 15 goals to 6 that quarter really extended the lead out. Great start from the ACT, a couple of errors at the end of the first quarter. And now let's look forward to the second half of action. Interested to see what changes we made for the ACT, if any. Really need to look at changing the momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's a side that can potentially get this lead back, it would be the ACT team. And, I'm looking forward to seeing their supporters in the crowd start their Griffin clap. I love it. Everyone gets a part of it. It's a crowd favourite. Oh, here we go with the crowd clap.
And you can hear it in the background here at Bendat Stadium. Victoria now will look to extend it. There is a couple of changes for Victoria. Tom Giliberto coming on to wing defence. Mikey Dwyer on at centre.
Let's see if they have an impact, and straight away there's a turnover from the Victorians.
Yeah, not the start from McCallum that we would have been after. And Mason Garb, touch from Dower.
Yeah, great little work there. Getting an impact on. So ACT need to score here. They need to score quick.
Yeah, Dower making the transition out of the goal circle. Played a lot of mixed through that spot, but now in the mid-court for Victoria.
And you can see Parlow in that goal attack with Cross at the back and goal shooter.
Nice change here, looking to probably centre Cross in the backspace now. Hopkins also making a change, and we see McLean come on to court for the ACT.
And I'd like to see Cross just sort of stay in the circle and allow the defenders to roll around. He was sitting in that backspace, moves to the front now.
Ball with Pine.
Oh, great pop out from Parlow.
And takes the shot, drops it a little short.
Strong
Cross.
on the rebound.
gets up for the ball, and now goal scored here for the ACT and centre. Great start for the second half. Hopkins back to McLean.
Love this defensive pressure from the Victorians. It's great to watch.
Pine sends it down now. Hopkins attacking forwards. That ball sent across the circle, and Paolo along the goal line draws a penalty and cannot put it in, and smart ball from Cross there, just flicks it over to Hopkins. Victoria out of play. Cross on the run. Quick 1-2 from Paolo.
Great mid-range shot from Paolo.
Yep, that's good confidence after a couple of misses. Good to still go to the post. McCallum now finds Nichols.
Okay, so they met Nichols as he entered the shooting circle, which is something they didn't do in the first half, so nice to see them change it up.
Yeah, good to see the change in tactic from the ACT, really wanting to stop that goal attack drive into the post. Not a lot coming forward at the moment from Mazengarb, and a held ball call here. Just one option, which was Hopkins trying to get free. Really from a box press through the middle of the court from Victoria. Not a lot of space on offer. McCallum, though, finding it, sends it down to Nichols, who drops it to Dower, and straight in to the split of Nichols.
And you could see Burrows sort of trying to communicate with Mazengarb, saying, you've got to go, you've got to go.
Victoria now in possession. Sending it long was McCallum. Finds Kylie.
Just held front's positioning very nicely in that passage of play.
And Victoria now getting a few more goals on the scoreboard. Margin out to 16. Mazengarb sends the ball straight through to Cross. And contact here on King.
He just shakes his head. He knew he was out of play.
Paolo now steps it in, has the shot, and Cartwright called for an obstruction.
And there's another goal for the ACT side.
Dower, McCallum all alone and sends that one long, but Kylie not able to keep it in. Touched by Burrow, mopped up by Hopkins, and ACT now in possession. McLean not sure where to go.
And look, it's a little bit scrappy down here, but they're playing the short game. But it's working for them. You know, they don't need to get the ball down quickly, but they just need to be safe with the ball in possession.
Right, McLean over to Pine. Sends it down, and that's a confident ball from Paolo over the top of Cartwright into Cross. Cross 1-2 draws the penalty. Now he'll get to retake the shot and sinks it for ACT.
That's a great job by McLean.
Yeah, time held now. Not sure what for. Oh, a shoelace. Okay.
Just clarifying, it is for the shoelace as a piece of equipment and being the centre.
And Gilberto takes it out of Pine. And
The
Victoria.
arm span.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Nichols now just with the front cut into the circle. Good goal here for Victoria, rewarding the intercept from Gilberto. And Nichols sends it up to Kylie. Mazengarb up on the jump, though. Won't want to leave it anywhere shorter than what was put in. Hopkins now. Paolo.
I think sometimes for me, the ACT side are just missing some of the front, like honouring the front leads. So the front lead goes and then they don't get the ball and then they just sort of stay there.
Yeah, just the second efforts sometimes aren't there. They are staying steady, but if there's not an option to go to, it is causing them issues. We've seen a couple of held balls for them today. Not always that second option. Paolo now in possession, sends it across to Pine, and that ball could go in. No, Paolo gets the easy front ball, sends it up, drops it short on there, but King knocks it out of court on the rebound contest. Pine. Now Paolo pops back along the goal line. Draws the penalty on Cartwright. Now with the shot. That one looks better. Better technique, better confidence.
I think they've really opened up nicely in this third quarter. I think, they're really capitalising when they've got the ball in hand, but, it's trying to stop the engine that is this Victorian men's reserves team.
That's right. Turnover there by Dower, just stepping over the goal circle line. Now ACT in possession. Margin 15. Paolo inside the circle.
And look at the work trying to keep Cross outside of the circle.
Or Dower tries the tip. Contact call for the ACT. Yeah, Cartwright doing the work while Paolo has the ball. Umpire asks for the ball to be released. Cross, though, in a great spot, finds the ball under the post. Scores the 23rd goal for the ACT. And Hopkins now in possession, taking the centre.
They've had to go back in order to go forwards multiple times this quarter off their centre pass.
Yeah, Victoria really halting that entry into the court. Great hold, though, from Cross. Gets the mismatch on Cartwright. Just what the ACT coaching staff would have asked for. And Josh Smith re-enters the game for Alex Nichols. Burgess also looking to come on to the court at goalkeeper. Paolo.
He's got to stay
pulls
onside.
It, and he does go over, but unsighted by the umpire.
Needs someone to go to depth, and gets it from Pine.
Yeah, Pine, good cut from Pine. It runs the front space on Giliberto. Paolo, though, with the shot, sends it over, and AMMNA also returns to the court.
Yeah, so expect the pace of this game to really rev up now.
Hopkins now gets the ball off the throw-in, sends it into Paolo, and puts that one straight through. It's good to see him turn and go to post. ACT winning this quarter at the moment by 3.
And, they need to keep the scoreboard ticking over.
And back it goes to McLean. Pine now finds Paolo. Be confident. Puts it in.
Oh, money.
Great work. That movement back onto Cross, really leaving Paolo the free option to find and some space in the circle.
And again, I expect the Victorians to start picking up Paolo on his entry into circle now, knowing that he's the main shooter this quarter.
Yeah, they're really just going to make sure that he has it. I think the one-on-one with Cross is a better option, really delaying circle entry for the ACT.
Mazengard trying to attack the circle.
And there we go, just a jump pass from AMMNA. Hopkins finds Pine.
And look, Cross is left all alone as they try to hedge here at the back.
Burgess found the floor, but Lockie Paolo
found his rhythm.
Has found some rhythm after a couple of missed shots, dropping it short, giving the ball enough height now. It is going through swish after swish at the moment for the ACT. And work there, Josh Smith collects the floor.
And apologies given as well. Just collected the foot of
Good good contest though from Mason Garb. And Hopkins now with the touch on the ball was Dan King.
And good backup too by the defensive duo in the mid-third.
Yeah, there's a little bit more intent here from the ACT throughout this quarter. Hopkins now in possession, drops it, and is just able to keep it in. He looks
spent.
Yes.
He looks tired.
Definitely been a big week for the reserves division.
It's a big ask though for the work rate for these mid-quarters as well, going end to end all throughout the week, and especially today in the final 60 minutes of play.
Yeah, correct. And the thing is, it was a hotly contested division. Lots of teams, could have been any one of probably the top 7 making the final.
Our top 4 was decided by the final game of the last round. That's how close the contest was.
Yeah, New South Wales battled past ACT to get the win, to get themselves into the finals. And now we look at a 14-goal lead to Victoria. Paolo just cruises into it, sends it down to Hopkins, and that ball should go up.
Great defensive work from the Victorians.
Yeah, Burgess with the touch. Paolo, though, in and out straight away. Great throw-in structure and sinks the goal for the ACT.
Importantly, though, more attention paid to him though over the shot.
Yeah, now I'm a marker. Smith all alone, back in a 2-on-1, and
Just on the hand, does Mason Garb touch on Kylie?
yeah, Burrow asked for, was there a penalty called for the push? I am actually on his side there. I think Kylie's got his hand in his back on that 2-on-1, so something we might want to look out for, that offensive call if it comes.
Cross comes through the middle.
And now an obstruction call on Cartwright. And Paolo, another one on the board here. Dower in possession for Victoria. I'm a marker. High ball back to Cartwright. Dower just allows Smith to come in and contact call. Smith puts the ball up for Kylie. And Smith rolls that one over the front edge of the rim. Now conversation between Smith and Kylie.
Oh, great drive. Second phase from Hopkins. Oh, good
Cartwright.
vision.
Simon Cartwright read that one coming. That came from the attackers getting into the circle a little too early. And Kylie takes possession. Easy ball in to the goal for Victoria. I'm a marker.
Doing the footwork on the line. Oh, Burrows.
Yeah.
Great job.
Touch from Burrows. I'm a marker's been good though since coming on in his spurts. Now a ball with Mazengard. McLean. Back to Pine. Hopkins now and Burgess out on the drive with Cross. Runs straight into the ACT bench.
Nothing like a bit of love from the opposition team in your grand final.
Hopkins. Lots of work done by Hopkins today, defensive and attack. Pine. Paolo straight across the circle. Having to work hard, though, on Cartwright. He is on his tail.
Yeah, that matchup has been very nice to watch since Paolo's come on court.
You can see the intensity from Paolo just jumping upwards as well. And Pine sends it crosswards. Cross, though, able to keep it in, finds Paolo, and he's confident with the shot.
Swish, swish. Love that. Nothing but net on that shot. He knew he'd scored it before it actually released his hands. That's how confident he was at post. And Cross gets up.
Yeah, great work here from the ACT. Hopkins sends that one into Cross, and oh no, not able to keep it. But Paolo mops up those crumbs and sinks it now. This is a great quarter from the ACT, currently up by 2. 13 goals the difference in the match. I'm a marker all by himself, though, down in this pocket. And sends it straight into Smith's guts. And a footwork on Kylie. Great work from Mazengard.
Momentum shift. They have scored the last couple. Can they get it through the Victorian press?
Yeah, about 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They want to reward the turnover ball. Cross, though, and it is Paolo who finds space on Burgess, and goal is scored. Margin is back to 12. This is the grand final. Men's reserve division would be a great way for ACT to finish out the third quarter. Putting another one on the score. Giliberto.
Wants absolutely none of that.
And I'm a marker. Offside, trying to be a little too sneaky. Puts his hands to face. Just 15 seconds remaining. And that ball needs to go down for the ACT. Mazingup sends it up, and a contact for the lean here on Burgess.
My money's on Paolo to take this shot.
We'll give Paolo a shot on goal, and he puts it up.
Oh, on the buzzer.
What a shot there from Paolo. Now, ACT not really out of this match yet. A few things could happen. Victoria, though, goes into the 3/4 time break, leading by 11. It is 44 goals to 33.
Inspire Netball Group have been specialising in all areas of netball development since 2011. From coach, umpire and leadership development to emerging talent academies, they provide world-class services to support the future growth of netball. With one of the directors, Greg Heinrich, being a former Australian Sonics men's netballer, Team Inspire are huge advocates for increasing male participation and developed the very first Boys Emerging Talent Academy here in Australia in 2018 in partnership with the AMMNA.
Welcome back to the AMMNA Championships for 2023 here at Bendat Stadium in Perth. It is grand final day and we are now up to the final term in the men's reserve division. In the background you can hear the ACT going off the rocket with the big clap. They are right in this game. A couple of turnovers and could put a lot of pressure on Victoria. Victoria leading 44-33. That quarter, Mandy, from ACT, a win.
Absolutely. They did a fantastic job and they're going to have to really try and win some ball here in this last quarter if there's any chance of getting up in this fourth and final quarter. And rare change for the Victorians, although I have seen this done before. I'm a marker in the goal attack position, so lots of speed now in that in front of, I think it's Smith at the back and shooter.
Yeah, so I'm a marker does go into goal attack. Smith drops back to shooter. France returns back to the court in at wing attack. Dower stays in at centre. Dambrauskas returns to the court in wing defence. Cartwright and King at the back. Maybe a change in thought from Alexia McConnell here. King, though, with the touch. Cross, though, mops it up. Great goal here from the ACT. And we see ACT make a couple of changes as well. Hopkins to the bench and returns to the court at centre. Really looking at the engine room moving for the ACT team. I'm a marker, though, sinks the shot for Victoria. Pine out at wing attack. Has been good since coming on.
You know, the ACT really relying on their back two to really help transition this ball down court for them.
And Cartwright with the tip.
Big win for King.
Yeah, that was a great one by Cartwright, just getting the tip on the ball over to Paolo. His man-on-man defence just sticking with Paolo in that occasion. Dambrauskas now bringing the ball through. Beautiful vision to send it into the goal circle. And Josh Smith asking for the ball. And Mazengab
gets up. He's had a couple of deflections to his name today, just not quite enough to pull him back in.
Oh, he's been impressive, never giving up at any stage of the ACT games throughout the week. Now sitting with Cross, an obstruction call on King relieves the pressure for the ACT. That ball is going in to Cross. Cartwright up once again, gets the touch, spins around the back of Paolo.
In the background though, Paolo left elbow, very ginger.
Touch, though, from Dambrauskas on the outside of the circle.
Over a third.
And it is
His grounded foot was in the goal third, and the connecting pass received in the Victorian goal third. But
and picking up the crumbs. Ivan Marker sends it down to Franz. That ball just moving beautifully for Victoria. Smith did not like the goal line shot, moves himself back to the top of the circle. Layup from Josh Smith.
that ball movement down the Victorian front end is so quick. Defenders are literally turning side to side, getting turned inside and out.
I'm a marker with speed, Franz. I'm a marker back to Franz, and I'm a marker again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a marker, though, not happy to take the shot. And Dower looks to the ball for Smith. Smith drops it short, but Burrow called for the penalty, giving Smith another shot on goal. Margin now out to 14. Just 11 minutes left in the National Championships in the reserve division. ACT will look to catch up to Victoria. Victoria leading by 14.
Oh,
Paolo
keeping it in.
Great take out of the air there for Lachlan Paolo. And confident on the shot. Sends it up. Hits the back of the rim. Gets the rebound, though. And again, over the back
And Cross just puts his foot out of court before he gets the pass off.
Yeah, now the pressure right on the ACT team. Victoria will look to get some flow, bring that ball through the court nicely. Dambraiskis sends it across the court back to King. Dower alone, Franz alone as well, and that ball was sent straight into the front hold of Smith.
Smith probably wanted that pass 2 passes ago.
Yeah, great learning for everyone at home. Be ready for that ball at any stage, and you've called it as well, Paolo, with that sore elbow from previous, and we see Cross moving back to goal attack. Samo coming back to the court.
In goal shooter.
ACT got off to a great start in this game with this combination, so familiar signs here for the ACT as well. Franz now sends it out to AMMNA, who puts it up. Burrow gets the touch of Mason Garb, thought he'd have that ball as well. Smith, though, with the miss, chasing up the rebound, and now he wants to settle. Can't sink it, but gets the rebound again.
It's just timing, isn't it? Like, they're doing everything in their power to get up for these rebounds, and they're just dropping the other way.
Yeah, Josh Smith does like to rebound his own shot on the miss. Does have great timing up in the air on those rebounds.
And just cross-court pass from Samo. He's directing traffic, saying, yep, release it. What can he do from the goal line? Throw in.
Yeah, saw that one calling as well, just moving the feet around a little bit. Could have been close to putting his foot on the line as well. Here now, ACT will want to stay in this game, not let the margin sneak out too far, as we see Liam Kiley come back to the substitution box. Orange, Torren, AMMNA. That drive was brilliant.
Yes, and the connection that he had from the defensive end, it's really what inspired that ball to be thrown.
Really was. Tyrant AMMNA all alone at the moment by himself, moving the ball through the court as the ACT want to sit 2-on-1 in the back.
And AMMNA again just drawing defenders as he enters, freeing up Smith at the post.
Now we see what it is, the Victorian defence. Oh, Dambraiskis with another touch.
He's been great this game. When he's taken court, he's had really good minutes.
Yeah, Alexia McConnell making it difficult for us to choose a most valuable player today, rotating her team through as well. It's been a full team effort from Victoria.
100%. I think for me, I've really enjoyed the work rate of Cartwright in defence. I think he's done a great job sort of like trying to restrict the danger man, you know, when it was Cross early in the first half, and then in the second half it became Paolo. So
yeah, the seamless way in which Victoria's goalers have entered the circle, you've got that there. Even AMMNA's work in at wing attack, but quick ball and delivery from Franz.
And when did Kiley comes back on the court? Like, how did he sneak back on? He is a big man. And I say that respectfully because he's this beautiful, tall, broad-shouldered shooter who goes from anywhere. Yeah,
let's not be surprised if he's playing in the Open Men's Division next year. Kiley, though, sinks that one for Victoria. Margin out to 20. ACT will probably be a little bit disappointed with this quarter. And just the advice to adjust your 3 feet on AMMNA. Earnout back as well onto the court.
Cross just having his back to his feeder, so it was interesting. He didn't really know when he could release the ball.
And an offside call just means that ball gets saved for the ACT. Samo being a little too pretty with that one. Now in possession outside, sends it across to Pine, who
offside,
does
just puts
little
the
flick
toe back. You know, got to play to the call.
Not sided, and great ball up to Cross there, who sits on this beautiful hold on Dan King.
And look, to be fair, we've got a great vantage point having a bird's eye view, so we get to see a much better scope of the court. Credit to our officials today. They've had a great work rate throughout the week as well.
Yeah, and these finals are rewards for the week that they have had.
Absolutely, they're selected based on performances throughout the week. So, you know, some of the best umpires, you know, getting their dues, getting their flowers today in a grand final appearance. And
Dambraiskis What a touch on the outside here. AMMNA mops it up for Victoria,
And
finds Dower and Franz.
the legs to be able to just run through court from the Victorians as AMMNA plays off the post.
Little tricky from there for AMMNA. Victoria will be happy with this final term now. Extended the lead out to 21. AMMNA out the back, asks for the ball. And
Just short on the obstruction call. Great intent. That's, you know, when AMMNA is shooting, like, that's probably the one that they need to target, being the shorter goaler.
yeah, I have to agree with you there. And here we go. Rochow now back onto the court. And a change for Victoria. We see AMMNA go to the bench and Nichols back on. And McCallum also returns to the court at wing attack for Franz. And that ball, no. Not allowing it to be set. But Samo with the pass over the top.
He has a giggle.
Look, sometimes that ball, even if it was a shot on goal, if you're in the right spot, that ball sits in your hand on the other side. So still well done by ACT. Rochow, great defensive pressure. Offside the call now. Just allowing for Victoria to have this ball. We'll see what the set structure becomes. And Kylie just pops into the front space between two ACT players.
I think that impressed his defenders. They weren't expecting that.
Now Rochow in possession. Pine out on the drive. And not a lot coming forward, but finding the backspace here now somehow.
He stops and props and turns the defenders. They understand that he's looking for that quick little offload to cross.
Yeah, and then a quick ball there now. Samo with the shot.
Yeah, just on the arm as he was trying to work around the body of Cross. So
Yeah, but dancing around, having to dance around Cross, really getting caught here. Goal scored now. It is 58-37. Just 4 minutes remaining in the...
Cross intercept off the centre pass from the Victorians.
Great work here from Cross, though.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. You want to see them continually playing through to the final second of the grand final. You know, it's very rare that, you know, we get a chance to celebrate men's netball, and, you know, this is the 1 week of the year they get to flex. So, you know, put everything out, leave nothing on court.
Yeah, Cross, great work there to pull that one in, and now has the shot on goal. As we see changes looking to be made for Victoria as well.
And as you mentioned previously in the call, like, it's a full squad performance. You know, getting to this grand final and winning this grand final. It's taken every single one of their athletes to get them here.
Yeah, great work there from Simon Cartwright. That spin on Cross really blocked out that ball in to the circle for ACT, and a couple of changes will be made in that defensive end for Victoria. Cartwright and King to the bench. Coming on is Burgess and Giliberto. Victoria now leading 59-38. Just 3 minutes to go. Dower sends it up. Mason Garb.
He is in everything, willing his team on.
Great fake from Nichols. Smart play just to put the ball over to Kylie. Amazing Garb now sending it down to
Dombrowskis really having that hard one-on-one contest.
Pine now in possession. Samo in the front spot. Dombrowskis, easy penalty. Just not able to deliver this ball, though, was Pine.
Yeah, I don't think Cross was actually well set up for it either.
No.
I don't think he was prepared to take that pass.
Dombrowskis.
Play continues.
Samo now takes the shot. Not able to score, though, for the ACT. Just 2 minutes remaining now. A little bit of time to possibly celebrate on the bench for Victoria.
Oh, look, they've been fantastic this whole week. You know, it's rewarded with this grand final performance here. You know, with 60 goals in 60 minutes of netball by their team. Fantastic display of men's reserves netball at its finest.
Yeah, great work from the Victorian program. Already 2 wins this morning in the first matches, and now another one in the reserves division. And Burgess not able to be called for a clean take here. Samo gets the shot, flicks it to Cross. Cross wants to score the goal. No. But he does take it out of the air. Good, strong take by the young man. No.
And he's like, they're just competitors at the end of the day, wanting a rebound. Nothing in it.
Just wasting the clock here, the ACT.
I want to know if they can hit 40.
Yeah, for sure. That will be a target. They'll be there to clap. And Kylie.
Quick goal.
Oh, Mason Garb touches the ring. Look, he'll want to help out, bringing the ball down the court as well, get himself back into the play. McLean back to Pine. Cross. And Samo. Now, no option there. Flicking it back out to Rochow, who has had a great connection with Cross. Great way for the ACT team to finish out their attacking conversions for the week. Beautiful play from them. But now, Victoria, time to celebrate. And a contact call on Burrow. Here it is.
Very clean.
Kylie can't sink it. Does the layup, though, as time is called. What a performance here from Victoria, winning the last quarter by a good chunky margin. Final score in this men's reserve match is 62-40. Mandy, take us through.
Oh, fantastic. Full quarter performance by the Victorians. And I'm excited to see the coach really get up and celebrate. That's a lot of months of hard work, of preparation, working with these athlete group and getting them through her program as she prepares them for nationals. So I can't say enough. I think they've been the epic standard in the men's reserves division for a number of years, well rewarded with the national championship title.
Yeah, congratulations to the men's reserve team from Victoria. Hard workers have looked the number one team throughout the week. So I think this finals performance really shows the pedigree of what this team has. ACT, well, congratulations. This is your first final in a while for the men's reserves team, and wow, they put on a performance this week.
Oh, look, they were the team that no one was expecting this from the ACT side. And, and I think it's great that they, got into the grand final this year, and I think I'm looking forward to next year to see if they can go one better.
Yeah, I'd like to see them push themselves up into the Open Men's Division in the near future. It's the only way improvement will come in our sport, and I think if they've got the capability to learn to start taking those bodies on as well. Fantastic performance from them. They should be rewarded, though. A second place finish at the National Championships in the Reserves Division. Well done as well to the ACT team. Well, that does round us out for the Men's Reserve Division. Mandy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. And for those watching at home, don't go anywhere because we've got the Open Men's Grand Final, the big one, 1 p.m. on Show Court 1.
We sure do. Cannot wait for that one. There it is, Western Australia, hometown state, ready to take on their challengers. Maybe a little bit of an arch nemesis at the moment, Victoria. WA and Victoria have had amazing clashes this week. 2 wins to WA, 1 to Victoria, and well, this one
matters.
Look to be a cracker. Just 2 goals yesterday. Victoria squandering a 10-goal lead. Stay tuned to this one. It is just 45 minutes away from myself and Mandy. Well done to Victoria, and thank you, and join us shortly for the next men's game.